Good afternoon, my name is Michelle Lovano and I'm here to talk to you about the Port of Nome Modification and Expansion Project. Originally built in 1917, the Port of Nome is a regional hub centrally located along the western coast of Alaska. Nome has no access to the major Alaskan road system and is approximately 545 miles northwest of Anchorage. The Port of Nome Expansion Project is a critical part to build Nome as an efficient transportation hub in addition to their 2 flights to Anchorage a day. The Port of Nome serves 60 communities. Currently, it has the largest maritime infrastructure in the region and supports multiple maritime missions of cargo, search and rescue, research, oil spill response, natural resource extraction, and although relatively new, military. Due to the nature of the seafloor, the port is naturally deep, but existing infrastructure is overcrowded and insignificant to meet vessel needs. The Arctic is changing. Vessels can now transit the Northwest Passage during both light and dark periods of the year. Nome is critical for vessels transiting the Northwest Passage, serving as a pickup and drop-off point for ice pilots and U.S. Customs and Border Control entry and exit point. In addition to the changing climate, there is increased geopolitical tensions in the region, and the nation is seeing increased vessel traffic from Russia and China. The project is broken down into 3 phases. Phase 1 expands the outer basin and extends the causeway and road to the new pier area. Phase 2 dredges both the inner and outer basin to modern vessel depths. And Phase 3 develops an east causeway and pier to be a research row and to serve as a bridge to the downtown area. Solicitation for the project went out in September 2024 with an estimated project award of April 2025. Solicitation was unfortunately recalled, though, in October 2024 due to cost overruns of project estimations received. With the passing of the Bipartisan Infrastructure Law, funding for this project was 90% from federal and state funds and 10% from City of Nome capital projects. There are several challenges for this project. It is hard and expensive to get materials to Alaska. The construction period is restricted due to weather. Cowrack Inc., representing 20 tribes in the region, wrote a 24-page comment letter against the project calling out the lack of tribal engagement. The plans originally did not include any subsistence hunting features such as small boat launches, fish, or marine mammal cleaning stations. Examining what the cruise industry has done to southeastern Alaska communities, Western Alaska is not eager to welcome a similar experience. Additionally, the military has been a major economic driver in Alaska since the early 20th century, but its attention and funding waxes and wanes in Alaska. Climate change is being felt more intensely in extreme climates, such as Nome. Permafrost melt, erosion, and greater storms bring questions as to if this project will be resilient to future storms and changes. Labor will need to be brought in for this project, and there's often seen an increase in crime when man camps are present. Additionally, the proposal is that the man camps will be built on subsistence hunting lands, and people have concerns over the climate impacts that they will bring to the community. This capital project is nearly 15 years in the making. In 2015, Shell pulled out of the Arctic, losing momentum in the project. The port continued pushing, and in 2018, the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers and the port conducted a feasibility study. The project has expanded multiple times along the way. Everyone I interviewed commented on how complicated the project has gotten. And with the cancellation for the solicitation of funding, there has been a return to the plan and adaptation and funding calculation stage. This comes with the news that there may be an ice-free Northwest Passage as early as 2035. Power wheel is broad here, with many vested interests. The key decision makers are the City of Nome and the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers Alaska District. The key allies, concerned partners, and federal commenters can also be seen. The federal commenters were part of the feasibility study conducted in 2018 and are also a similar group of people that could potentially benefit from a new port. Utilizing this time before the next solicitation provides new opportunities. There's a potential to develop infrastructure for subsistence hunting and labor, and a need to build support in D.C. for a project nearly 3,800 miles away. There's the potential to engage with groups that can support development for policy proposals that will limit the impacts of increased vessel traffic in the region. The port and U.S. Army Corps of Engineers are moving forward with the project, though there is now concern around the unspent BIL funding and if new funding may need to be secured. Thank you for joining me on this policy adventure to Nome. It is my hope that you've come away learning something new and get a chance to visit Nome someday.